What's up? So, we don't do this first build-up run. We go into the place where it's all in. That's where we usually start, and because all in is cool. And yeah, stretch. Yeah. Or else we'll do stretches, but we're all in. You know. Here we go. After this. We'll just do that. Sorry for my awkward dancing. I know drums come in, but you don't come in yet. You come in on the very last, like, do 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 do. Yeah, you see, watch this. Here we go. Same deal here. And you come in. Part, but the first time would be light like this. Now you can play around. You can choose to hit that E or not. In the recording it does. Here we go. You're in here. Yeah, we usually do big trash can too. I hope you got some of the notes that I said in there. But yeah, I am going to go through a good, smackdown of what I did. There were a few mistakes on there, and again, because of you, that's what you did. It's not my fault. And then sorry if my dancing was a little too much. You gotta praise. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna try to stay as still as I can while you get good fingerings, and then how much am I tapping, and then my head will be cut off. See, and then okay. So let's do the first thing that we do. Alright, so this recording, as you can notice, has a 5-string bass. I don't have a 5-string bass. So I'm gonna break it down. This is the click is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 at that moment, so we're doing eighth notes. Except for that riff. Da 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 da. Everything else we're doing eighth notes on. So I personally, because if you don't want to change positions or anything, you're putting your first finger on the 4th fret. That's where it will be for most of the time. And if you can reach with your 4th finger to the B on the E string, that makes your life easier so that you don't have to go back here. It's all here. See, I didn't change or anything. I didn't go, no, nothing like that. It's just all in here. So the fingerings, well, I can give you the notes. Notes are easier than fingerings because I'm a weirdo. And here we go. Open A. Then you go to G sharp. To B. 4-finger B. Then you go to the next string and do C sharp, D sharp. G sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp. Alright? Okay. And then the second part, you 8th note on B. The one that I was talking about on the 4th finger. And then you go to your G sharp again, but instead of going to the B again, you go to the C sharp. You should hear that kind of interval. Then go to D sharp to E. D sharp, E. D sharp, E. So again, A, then to B, then G sharp to C sharp. So all together it should sound like this. The trickiest part for me, and why I messed up for real, is when you're done with the first part, you land on D sharp, and then you have to put your pinky, or whatever finger you're used to using at that point, to the B. Immediately, so you can hammer on 8th notes. But that's the riff for you. Messed up because of you. And you'll notice the last 2 notes in the riff, I hammer it on. I'm not pressing it again. One, and then the same thing on the other one. I just think it's more authentic that way. Those last 2 are hammer-ons. So that's it for that first riff. Then you come in with the guitars at the end. You can do it here or here. It's D sharp to E, and then you go to F sharp and then G sharp. You just do that with the guitars on the first 2 times, but on the very last time where you're about to trash can, you play along with them on the D sharp E. I like using 3rd string. It's really up to your preference. If you think the G sharp sounds better on this one, the 4th string, then that's fine with you too. Just yeah, guess. But D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp. Alright? And the D sharp and E, I still hammer on those parts. Just 1 time. Alright? The next part. The verses. You're probably wondering about that part. You know that you're hammering on 8ths the whole time, but you have that. I play this special part that you find in the bass part. How do I exactly count that? Well, there are many ways to count that, but I'll give you a few ways that I've known to count mine myself. So they're a bit complicated, so I'm going to slow it down. So that's the E to F sharp change, and then for here it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 3, and then so that first part is 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 times. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So you can do that. Then the next part is a tricky one, because you can either count it, because it adds an extra C sharp after that, and then goes to 2 A's. No, 3 A's. So 1 2 3 4 instead of 3, and then 3 A's. So that was my 3. 1 2 3 A. In slow motion, there's no like really good way to count this. It's only like just by your head, you like counting it, well. So I'm just gonna let you see. Alright, that's a slow version of it. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. That's another way you could do it. The last one is 4. 3 3 3 4. Or you can just do this. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 break. The break is on C sharp. 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 break. It's not really a break, but it's more of add that extra note. It really just depends on the way you're counting it. Whatever works for you. Alright. This is the day you have made. I'll rejoice and praise you for. So that's the pre-chorus, and at the very least you should do that. You can play in between. But then also there's you can slide like I did on all those times in my run through. I think just slides give it more power when you're coming back down. But that's it. A, B, nothing too special there. You can play a little bit with it. It's just a short amount of time. A, B. A, B. It's like remote control. And then, the chorus. That's the way I play it. You're on quarters until you get to the F sharp or the A. And then on this riff, it's literally written there in the Planning Center document, but it's C sharp B, C sharp B, easy. You can cut yourself off, or unless you want to make it flow and then maybe slide. But that's it. And then the next part. You'll notice it just goes to B, so it can go straight to A, but there's actually a little pause in there in between. That's what I do, because there's a little pause in there. You know? Instead of going, there's a pause just before you get on the downbeat. You know? There's that pause. You can find it in the recording if you hear it closely. Pause. Or instead of playing on the downbeat. So the bridge. Light, no playing. That's like the very least octaves maybe that you can play with at this moment. You're really just sinking behind there. Lighter. Maybe a few riffs, I don't know. And then the second time, you just get more playful the more you go across the bridge. The drums will be playing and opening up, so you'll be opening up and doing riffs and having fun. This is your fun moment. Just, you know, doing whatever. And then finally it goes back to the pre-chorus. You have made, I'll rejoice and praise him. Now the final chorus, right? You can either for you and then stop there, or just praise him for you. That like just slide down, and then there's no E, you know. So okay, and then you continue on the chorus. You get back on the C sharp B. So forgot the words. Your word is new every day. Whoa, whoa. Right? Whoa, whoa. And you do that, and then once you're finally done, you play along. Then you trash can. Do what you do, you know? If you're like one of those trash canners that just... Yeah. There you go. Hopefully I explained the riffs good enough. If you'd like, I'll show you the other half of the room now. Those two objects by the clock, one of them is a miniature cello, one's a acoustic electric guitar, and that's a fan. That's a clock from Disney World, and that's a scripture, if you can read it. That's also a drawer. And yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe and donate so that I can finally get a 5-string bass. I need that 5-string.